Hi, my tiny tigers and little dragons. Thanks for coming to class this week. I'm sorry we only had one day to work out together, but I really enjoyed seeing all of you. We had a lot of fun together. So on this lesson, for those of you who weren't able to come to class, and for those of you who were too, I'll just review the 7 new skills that we're going to work on for our new belt. Lots of you have worked on these skills before, but these are the 7 skills that I'll be watching for your new belt, as well as listening to how Mom and Dad are saying about how you're doing at home on your courtesy and your kindness and your cooperation. And then I'll also read you the book about what does it mean to be kind. So I'll show you the pictures and I'll read you the whole book in case you missed any of it in class. It's a wonderful book and it's a great lesson for all of us to remember to be kind to others and to ourselves. So for your next belt, we're going to work on 7 skills. And most of you are already really good at these already, but we'll go through each of the 7 of them in order so that you can practice them from this lesson. The first skill is going to be kicking, changing legs each time and keeping your balance. So I know you know lots of different kicks. I'll just give the example of front kick. So we're going to practice with our hands up and our elbows in, both knees bent, and we're going to do front kick refold and then put it down and change legs. So front kick refold, put it down, change legs. And we're going to try to go a tiny bit higher and a tiny bit faster each time, switching legs. And I want to be able to see you do 10, that's 5 with each leg. You can even stand just like this with your knees bent and switch legs like this, as long as you have good balance. And show me 5 with each leg, 10 altogether, staying on your feet, keeping your balance, keeping your hands up. The next skill we're going to work on is punching. So let's make sure that we've got our hands correctly first. So you have your hands out like this. So just hold them out and then roll only your fingers, not your thumb up, just your fingers. And then close your thumb over the middle of the middle joint of your fingers. So 1, 2, 3 joints, middle one, close it over the middle of that first finger. Okay, so we always want to be able to see your thumbs. We want our wrists straight like this and our knuckles pointed like this. Okay, so wrist flat and fist tight. Okay, so thumbs on the outside. And then what we're going to do is right from where we are right here is we're going to roll our hand out like this and punch and try to hit exactly the same spot with each hand. Exactly the same spot. So you can practice on a pool noodle or mom's and dad's hand or something that will be safe for you to practice this. Okay? So we're going to change hands each time. Start with our hands up and punch, 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 punch 10 times like that, switching hands. But remember, thumbs on the outside and straight wrists this way and straight wrists this way so that these 2 knuckles are pointed like this. The next skill is high blocking. So high blocking, you've all worked on before, I believe, and that's putting one hand up over your head at the right time to stop something like a pool noodle coming down over your head. So I'll show you that we start with the hands the same way as we did on punching, with our hands rolled up and our thumbs outside our hands. So one hand's going to be up here and the other hand's going to be all the way back here going in a straight line back behind us. So what we'll do is on the outside of the other arm, change hands while the other hand comes back. So this hand is going up while the other hand is coming down. And I just want you to see that it goes on the outside of this, on the outside of the hand that's coming down. Now, we'll explain those reasons in other classes, but we also want to make sure that we have this out in front of our head as well as over our head so that it protects us from the pool noodle or whatever's coming down on our head. So high block like this, changing hands each time, and you don't have to try to go too fast, but once you've done this lots and lots of times, it'll be easier to go quicker and quicker and quicker. So everyone see this angle from our hand down to our elbow? So that means there's a little bit of lean for the pool noodle to slide off the edge of our elbow after it touches, okay? So there you go. This is high block. So let's practice those so we can do 10, 5 on each side, and catch the pool noodle on our arm every single time. I know you know lots of animal movements, but I think our favorite is still bear crawl. So bear crawl just means that we have our hands and our feet on the ground, but not our knees or anything else. So we can walk forward, we can walk backwards, we can walk around in circles, but I just want to make sure that you can go a long way up and down a carpet in a classroom, keeping your knees off the ground and doing bear crawl. So this is a good way to get strong, it's a good way to get balanced, and later on it's really going to help you use your hands and your feet together when we do lots more complicated blocks and punching and things like that. So bear crawl is a wonderful exercise, and practice it a lot. I look forward to seeing you do it in class soon. The next skill we're going to work on is hopping. Now I know lots of you know how to do it on 1 foot hopping, and I know that you've done lots of different kinds of hops with us, but the one I want to see you do is with your feet all the way together and just 2 feet hopping forward at the same time. Okay, we can certainly do it backwards or in circles, but I just want to see you be able to do it 5 times across the room forward with your feet together. So hopping, 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 keeping your balance, keeping your knees bent. Also keep your balls of your feet pointed so that your heels are not hitting the floor first every time. The balls of your feet will hit the floor first. So feet together and just hopping, hopping smoothly and strongly all the way across the room. So great for balance, great for leg strength, and this is an important skill for us all to have. Our next skill is catching a ball. Now I've just got a tennis ball. You don't need to use something this small. You could even use something this big to practice catching, okay? Usually the bigger and softer the thing it is, the easier it is to catch, okay? So you can practice passing it to yourself, but remember to have your hands open and make sure your hands are moving with the ball and that you're waiting for the ball, okay? So don't snatch at it, wait for the ball, all right? So you can practice throwing to yourself. Have your hands open like a big, big basket, throw it up and just catch it. Throw it up and catch it, okay? So let's see how my friend Bob is at throwing, okay? Oh my goodness, he's not that good at catching, is he? Let's see if he can throw that. Oh, there you go. He's throwing pretty well. Amazing, huh? Okay, so hopefully you have somebody you can practice with that's better at catching than Bob and also better at throwing than I am. Okay, so have fun learning this. It's a really important skill. This skill is maybe the most important one. And the reason it's most important is because it might be the most difficult. And this skill is called standing still. So we're going to try it from 2 karate positions. So remember, we have 3 magic positions: Sho, Chariot, and Kyunye. So we'll try those. The first one is lace your hands like this, but put them behind your back. Everyone see that? So put your hands behind your back, above your belt, and stand really tall. So stand up tall and see if you can stand still for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, so the next one is going to be attention. So we're just going to move our left foot, chariot, chariot. Stand to attention. And that means toes are together, all the way touching, toes touching each other, and then hands to your side and chin up, chest out, and stand tall, stand proud, stand strong, and stand still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. So, Sho and chariot. Sho and chariot. We'll practice standing really, really still whenever the instructor asks you in class or mom and dad ask you at another time in your life. Practice standing still, really important skill. This week, we read the book, What Does It Mean to Be Kind? And it's written by Rana DiOrio and illustrated by Stephane Jorisch. So I hope you enjoy the bright front cover of this book. We've got some illustrations, another one for the cover, and then it goes through a couple of examples of what we don't mean by the word kind in this book. Because in English, there are lots of different meanings of the word kind. So in this book, being kind means smiling at the new student in the class. We all know how awkward that can be, and getting help from somebody is very nice. Giving somebody a compliment. Holding the door open for someone else. Sticking up for someone who is being bullied. Seeing the best in people even when they are struggling to be their best. Forgiving someone who has hurt you. Helping an injured or lost animal. Being patient even when you are in a hurry. Saying please, thank you, you're welcome, and I'm sorry. Celebrating differences in others. Encouraging someone who needs support. Picking up trash that isn't yours. Allowing yourself to make and learn from your mistakes. Noticing when someone is sad and taking the time to understand why. Caring for those less fortunate than you are. Being kind means having the courage to treat others the way you like to be treated. So show your friends what it means to be kind. And spread the word. If we can all be kind to each other and to ourselves, our world will be a much more loving, caring, and harmonious place. What animal is at every baseball game? A bat, of course.